Hey everyone, welcome to TinselTown Talkies on the Rant Radio Network. It is Thursday, and joining me, Rasha Goel, is Yo, Pimo, wake up. Wake up, dude, we're on the air.
Oh, hi everybody.
In case you can't see him, he's like slouching in the seat with the hat over
Is
his
it
face.
Thursday already?
It is Thursday. Look at the energy here. You're waking up, and I'm like totally hyped up with my
All right,
arm in
yay,
like
it's Thursday.
excruciating pain.
Are you okay?
I am okay, but let me tell you, this thing has been killing me for 2 days.
What'd you happen? Did you beat somebody up?
I think I did. Yeah,
All
I
right,
just I punched too hard, and now my arm is swollen.
I'm gonna make sure to never piss you off.
Yeah,
I'll never sleep before the show ever again.
exactly. Thank you, because you better watch out.
Yeah, okay.
Can I tell you that I just love Thursdays because it's like my favorite day of the week. I just like we're so close to the weekend. Like we're getting there.
Admit it, you love Thursdays because you get to see me.
Okay. Bye.
But there was a Friday last week, which was a special day. What'd you do? You know, it was Valentine's Day last week.
Oh God, the day that you and I both hate.
Yeah.
Don't care for.
Yeah, did you do anything?
No, I just my husband and I actually had another wonderful couple over.
Oh, nice.
I want to give a shout out to my girl Nitu and her husband Nav.
Nice.
Yeah, we just had them over and a low key just hung out.
Sweet.
Yeah, what'd you do? Were you at the gym?
I was at the gym in the day. The morning time was the gym. You're gonna hate what I was doing at night. You're gonna be so mad at me.
Why?
I was hanging out with Aram.
Did you go on a date?
Well, Aram on.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, he was doing a charity dinner, so I got to hang out with him.
Nice. Not bad hanging out with the Oscar-winning composer.
Yeah,
Mm.
he's a nice
Life could be
guy.
worse.
He talks like this. In
I
real
know.
life.
He's so shy.
No, I think I have a theory. He preserves his voice so he can belt it out when he sings.
Hey, I think you're right. I never thought of it that way. But he's so timid, though.
He is. He's
Super humble.
very humble, which actually makes him that much more greater.
Yeah.
Ironically.
I love him.
Yeah. Anyways,
Very talented.
let's get into the meat of our show.
What's going on?
There's a
Philip
lot
Seymour
going on, but
Hoffman, right?
I don't want to
Dylan
start.
idea?
I don't want to start on a negative note, but this is actually an interesting story.
Well, it's about his will.
Yeah. So as you all know, he passed away early this month, and now in his will, it's a question of where his son could live. Like he's got a minor son, so there's been a court hearing on this to determine where he
But
could go.
he actually left this in the will, is what I understand, right?
Mhm.
He wrote in there that he wants him either in L.A., Chicago, or
No,
San
not in
Francisco.
not in
Oh,
LA.
I'm sorry, not in L.A. It was
New York, Chicago,
New York,
San
Chicago,
Francisco.
or San Francisco.
Yeah, so it's a 13-page will, and I'm going to quote here what it says. It is my strong desire, and not direction to my guardian, that my son Cooper Hoffman be raised and reside in or near the borough of Manhattan, the state of New York, or Chicago, Illinois, or San Francisco, California.
Wow, but that's just
Um,
one of the sons, right?
This is Cooper. Not sure.
He had two sons.
Yeah, not sure what the other son was relegated to, but this is what Cooper was relegated to.
Oh,
Uh,
what about his estate? He left that to Mimi, right?
yes, he did.
To Mimi O'Donnell,
Yes, he did.
his friend and companion, quoted.
Yeah. Cooper's 10 years old, by the way. Yeah, he's 10 years old. Um,
So what does this mean, though? That Mimi moved to one of those states and take him with her?
well, his intent, first of all, is that he wants his son to be exposed to certain culture and art and architecture that he could find in those cities that is particularly absent in LA.
LA's not diverse enough?
It's well, there is a scene that is lacking here that you get it, like architecturally. There is more. I
I think it all
guess.
depends on what you're into.
Yeah. There's
I
more.
mean, not
There's more
everybody cares
antiquity
about
there than there is here. Like I said.
architecture.
Yeah, I'm a big LA fan, of course, because I live here. But LA was on
You're
his
from the
list.
hood.
Yeah, I know. I'm from the dirty side of LA, the gritty LA. But yeah, it's an interesting thing. I mean, if this happened, if you had a will and for your children, would you ever limit to where they could live?
No, I don't think so because I don't know. I would want them to choose and have the freedom to live where they want.
But then again, if your kid's 10 years old, would he or she have the right gravitas to decide where to live? I mean, it's one thing if they're
I mean, do
18
you
or
think
20.
he planned that he was going to die this early?
Well,
and
clearly he planned for something.
yeah.
This was not an
And it's just
accident.
kind of random that you would state where you want your son to grow up. So it's almost like, how would you know that you're going to be gone during those primal years?
Yeah, no, and I mean here's
Isn't
what we
that
have
weird?
now. It's very weird, and here we are. This is the result of that weirdness. Now that we have this surrogate court hearing a couple days ago,
That's
you
crazy.
know. But I'm also curious. Like, this is a guy who, if you're planning, he was a drug addict, so maybe he also knew, like, hey, based upon my lifestyle, I may not live that long.
Yeah, that's true.
You
Wait,
know?
it's in here that he's got two daughters too?
Yeah, but they were older than Connor.
Okay. Yeah, because the
Yeah,
will is primarily for Connor.
yeah,
Don't you think it's interesting that he left nothing for the kids?
that is very interesting.
Or at least something that's been stated, to the media. We don't know if
Yeah.
there's other things, but what's come out in the media is
Mm-hmm.
just the estate for Mimi,
Yeah, yeah,
the
and
entire estate.
now it makes you wonder that maybe there's something to be left for them once they're of adult age, because that's all I've seen wills like that where while they're minors they don't get anything, but when they grow up to be of age, 18, 21,
21.
25, they will something will then kick in.
Hmm.
So you never know. We may not see the entire will. This is just what we know. Um, and right now, the only thing Connor has is you can't live in LA.
Right, I know. Oh, good luck to Connor.
Yeah, so we'll see how that
Was that,
pans
yeah,
out.
how that turns out.
Yeah, but hey, good luck to Connor. I'm sure he'll have. I hope he has a good support group around him
I
to
do
to help him grow up.
too.
And who knows? Maybe one day we might see him on the screen. We'll
Yeah,
see.
that'd be kind of neat.
Yeah.
Talking about screen, what's happening in the Marvel world?
And Marvel, Fantastic Four. They now that so
Woohoo!
I'm sure you were the reboot in the series.
Yes.
They had two attempts at this a decade ago. Now they're coming back, and so they announced who the Fantastic Four is going to
And
be.
who's among the list?
Well, my favorite, Kate Mara.
Yes, of course.
Uh,
Not surprised she's
not
only female amongst three men.
yes. Miles Teller,
Okay.
Michael B. Jordan,
Okay.
and do you recognize that guy? Jamie Bell.
Jamie Bell.
Yeah.
Jamie Bell.
So that's the cast.
And
I
this is the final cast, right?
This is the final
Or
cast
for now?
For now. Well, for now, who knows
Okay.
if do a second reboot later.
All right.
And I think you hit it on the nail by saying for now. You know why? Because I've been checking Twitter and Facebook, and no one seems to be happy with
Yeah.
these choices.
I don't. Well, you know what? Now, did you know that Teller and Jordan they were actually in another movie together?
Which movie?
That awkward moment.
Yes.
So they actually did a good job in that
Yes.
movie together.
Yeah, but was that movie a success financially? I doubt it was.
No, I don't think it was.
But
Yeah, I don't know how this team's going to work together, honestly.
and it may
When
be
you
a
think of-
surprise.
When you think of the Fantastic Four, I don't know. It's like
And
a
it,
magical cast, right?
yeah, and this doesn't like knock my socks off. But then again, I mean, you could always, I mean, the devil's advocate. You can say, well, look at Batman. When people weren't happy with Michael Keaton, or when people weren't happy with Heath Ledger, you could go down the list of how many times people aren't happy with casting, and the film turns out okay. Um, but we'll see. I mean, comics are so hard to pin down. Fans have their own opinions of who should be who, and
Oh, they always do. Remember the poor Ben Affleck story?
yeah. Speaking of which, I'm throwing a tangent
Wait, I
here.
gotta ask you a question.
Mhm.
So it's gonna be the same four, like Mr. Fantastic,
Mhm.
the Thing, the
Invisible
Invisible
Girl
Girl,
and the Human
and the
Torch.
Human
Mhm.
Torch, right?
Mhm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think no matter at the end of the day, all Marvel fans are looking forward to this project.
Hopefully, I mean, I'll be honest. I'm gonna check it out. So we'll see how it turns
Oh
out.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah, yeah. I just still want to say about you made a Ben Affleck reference.
Yes.
Seth Green, I think today or yesterday, had said Ben Affleck just doesn't look mean enough to play Batman.
He doesn't look mean. He seems like such a nice guy.
I'm-
But Batman's not supposed to be mean.
yeah, he is when he's Batman.
No,
I'm
he's not.
Batman.
Batman's supposed to be
I'm Batman.
sexy.
No, Bruce Wayne is supposed to be sexy.
Bruce Wayne, yeah,
Yeah,
Bruce Wayne's
I'm
supposed to be
Batman.
sexy. No, but Batman's got a little sexy thing going on too.
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I
But
think so.
he's also supposed to be a
So,
vigilante.
I don't know, like if I get that sexiness from Ben Affleck.
Fair enough. I kind of get the.
He's like my next door nice guy.
Really? I think people see him as a kind of a douchebag. At least he used to be that douchebag personality.
Yeah.
Did you ever watch him in Boiler Room? Yeah, he nailed the douchebag in that film.
Yeah, he did.
You know?
Came
So-
naturally, huh?
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It's like he's playing himself. But you know who had enough of not playing herself?
Who?
Ellen Page.
You know what? Okay, so I actually had a conversation yesterday on the Three Guys Rant.
Uh-huh.
Here, that's a show that's also here on Rant Radio Network. Yesterday, I was talking to the guys there, Arvin and Phil, and it's so interesting. Like Ellen Page from Inception. I mean, gorgeous girl. I think it's great. She's 26 years old. She came out, stood up for what she believed in. But it was interesting because one of the guys was mentioning that some people haven't taken it so well.
Hmm.
And there are people who aren't feeling comfortable with her decision. But everybody else is out there speaking their mind. Like, why can't she?
And I kind of chuckle at the reaction. I mean, just a week earlier, we were talking about Michael Sam in the NFL.
Yeah.
And there was an interesting reaction there of like, oh, hey, we got to accept this and move forward. And now you have here with Ellen Page, like, huh? You're gay? And I guess some people weren't happy with the way she announced it.
Well, she was at a conference.
Yeah.
It was a conference called Time to Thrive in Las Vegas, and that's where she announced it.
Yeah.
And she actually stated, quote, "I'm here today because I'm gay and because maybe I can make a difference." So
Hmm.
I don't think she had anything ill in her heart. I think
No.
it was just something that she felt was the right thing at the right moment for her to do,
Hmm.
and she came out and did that. Was it a publicity move? I don't know. But again, I commend her for doing this.
Hey, and like I said, good for her. I
Speaking her
mean,
mind.
she's speaking her mind. She's being true to who she is. So
Well, she called Michael Sam a hero.
yeah, she did, and she got a standing ovation from the audience that she announced it to. So
But here's my thing, like, why are we having to constantly differentiate? You're gay, I'm not. Like, okay, you're an actress. That's all I see. You're talent. You're a football player. Like, why does it matter,
if it only were that easy, I mean, I think we all want to be there, but I think there is obviously a segment of the population that kind of thrives on drama, and we hate to
Yeah.
admit it, but it
Like,
exists,
I really don't care. Just put some good work out there.
and that's the end
I
of the
don't
day,
care
right?
which way you want to swing.
And she actually, and if you look at her work, it has been good. I mean, even you mentioned Inception, she's also did great in. She was amazing in Juno. She was serviceable in X-Men. She did great in The East, which came out last year. I mean, you look at her films; she's been great.
Right.
So, good for her.
Good for her. That's
Yeah,
right.
yeah. Let's move on real quick to award season.
Oh, God. So BAFTA's just ended.
BAFTA's just
And then
ended.
we're getting ready for Oscars. What'd you think of the BAFTA results? So, what are BAFTAs for those who don't know?
It's the British. It's the British Academy.
It's the
Basically.
British Academy
Yeah.
Awards. We've got more of those results when we come back after this short break, only on
The Rant Radio Network. TinselTown Talkies.
See You Soon.
A home is the biggest investment in most people's lives. Buying or selling should be a positive experience.
Whether you want to be a wealthy real estate investor or just trying to find a place to call home. At AJR & Associates, we focus on the client's needs.
We understand the market better than most. Let us bring the value to you and make the right choice.
AJR & Associates, making your dream house a reality. Call us today for a free consultation at 562-882-1976. Or you can log on to www.hrrealtors.com.
With a track record of great results, bringing knowledge, wisdom, and expertise to you. Hablamos español.
Are you watching the game at home? Why? Come watch it at Mambo Grill, the hottest spot in Downey. You'll have good food, drinks, and a great time at a low price. We have the coldest beer in our sports bar, where you can enjoy the game on any of our huge flat screen TVs. And when your home team wins, you get 25% off anything in Mambo Grill. We're on Downey Avenue, 1 block north of Firestone, or visit us on the web. Mambo Grill, love at first bite.
Looking for a delicious, fresh family meal that's ready when you are and easy on your budget? Welcome to Piara Pizza. We make our pizzas with handmade dough, 100% real cheese, and tomato sauce blended with our own spices. Nothing is ever frozen. We always have large pepperoni and cheese pizzas fresh and waiting for you for only $5. Or choose one of our specialty pizzas. We have veggie, meat lovers, supreme, and Hawaiian. Add an order of our amazing hot wings, cheesy bread, or breadsticks. Our locations are ultra-modern, ultra-clean, and open 7 days a week. Visit any one of our locations today, or check us out on the web at www.piarapizza.com. Piara Pizza. Fresh, hot, and ready for you when you come in. Stop in for your Piara Pizza today.
Been in an accident? Then you need your vehicle professionally repaired. That's exactly what you get when you bring your vehicle to Greg's Auto Body Repair. Free quotes within minutes. We will provide everything you need for a hassle-free auto body repair, from an accurate estimate to working with your insurance company. We will get your vehicle to its pre-accident condition as soon as possible. Greg's Auto Body has been serving Los Angeles County and local cities since 1970. Call us at 562-789-1300.
Welcome back. Pimo, that's the wrong arm, dude. It's the
you
other
should-
arm
you
that's hurting.
You should have said something earlier.
In case you can't see us, Pimo was trying to like massage my arm because I'm in so much pain, but he got the wrong arm.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I deserve that. I deserve
And now I
that.
got pain in 2 arms.
I'm sorry. My hands aren't that strong, are they?
Yes, they are. For little old me, yes, they are.
Well, let's talk about strength in another category.
Yes, we left on the BAFTA
Yes.
awards. Now, these are interesting. So, who took it for the best director?
The guy from Gravity, Alfonso Cura. How do you say his last name?
Cuarón.
Cuarón. There we go.
Yes, that was expected, I think.
I think a few of these were expected.
Yes.
And also expected, I think, was the best actor.
Chiwetel Ejiofor.
I hope he gets it for the Oscars as well.
Well, that's what I'm wondering now.
Yeah.
Look, let's just really quickly for 2 minutes look back at this. Golden Globes, SAG. He didn't take it for some of the other, or did he get
No.
for SAG?
No, he got it. He got it for this is for the Screen Actors Guild.
Oh, he did get SAG.
No. This is for I'm sorry, BAFTAs. I'm sorry. Just for BAFTAs. Yes. Mhm.
Okay, for BAFTA.
Mhm.
And then we had leading actress Kate Blanchett
Mhm.
for Jasmine.
Who's gonna just
Blue
win
Jasmine.
everything? Yeah, she's gonna sweep.
You think she's gonna do it at the Oscars
I think she's
too?
getting it all. Yeah.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
loving her. Huh?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay, so we got actor, actress. Oh, what was best film?
Best film was it this adapted screenplay one?
Yep,
Philomena,
Philomena.
which was a bit of a surprise.
Yeah, I don't know if Philomena's gonna do it for the Oscars.
No. I think it's had a
I
strong
think
here.
we'll have something else on.
Yeah.
right?
Yeah. 12 Years a Slave.
Yeah. Let's see, man. Oscars are coming up. So let's do
Yeah.
a quick wrap up on BAFTA before we head into our Bollywood section.
Yes, and we also had awards to talk about over there.
Yeah. So IFA, the Indian International Awards, are coming to Tampa, Florida. This is a big thing for Wizcraft, who's bringing it, and for the actually Mumbai film industry, because they've never had these awards in the U.S. They've been held all across the world, and the biggest A-listers come out.
Yeah.
So they just released their nominations.
Mhm.
We're gonna go through this list. It's a bit crazy. They have like so many, not like Best Picture.
They have what? 1, 2, 3, 7 films?
7 films.
Yeah.
Starting off with the huge blockbuster Dhoom 3,
Mm-hmm.
Ye Jawani Hai Diwani, Galiyon Ke Rasila Ram Leela, the Sanjay Leela Bansali movie,
Yeah.
Krish 3, Kai Poche, Chennai Express, and Bag Milka Bag.
And speaking of which, Bag Milk Bag has 10 nominations overall.
Yes. You know what? Bag Milka Bag, by the way, has done amazing in 2013.
You know, that should have been India's entry to the Oscars.
I think so too.
You know?
It would have had a chance.
You want to explain to people who don't follow Bollywood anything about that film?
It's about a runner.
Yeah. It's a sports film, and Bag Milka Bag means run, Milka, run.
Yes.
This guy's name is Milka.
It's about a Sikh runner and
Yeah.
his life and his story, basically, for entering into the games. and
Yeah,
competing.
yeah. So those are the
It's
7.
a sad, heartfelt story too.
Yeah.
So.
Do you have a pick as to which of these 7 would actually win the award?
You know, well, if you go by story, honestly,
Mhm.
it's got to be Bag Milka Bag or Kai Poche. Just very
Yeah.
different stories. But if it's going to be like, the typical Bollywood, you're looking at, I think, either Ram Leela or Dhoom 3,
Yeah, I think that's a fair analysis. I can't disagree with that.
right?
I mean, I think those are your top 4, and you separated the right way.
Thank you.
So
Well,
good
thank
job.
you very much.
Yeah, good job
That
on
deserves
that.
an applause.
Yay! Where's our applause for the studio?
Where's our applause?
There we
There we go. Thank you, Arvin. Shout out to Arvin, who's running our control booth today.
Best director.
Show me some respect, boy.
Best director, who do we got?
We got Abhishek Kapoor for Kai Poche, Rakesh Roshan, who's the dad of
Hrithik
Roshan for Chris 3, Rakesh Omprakash Mehra for Bag Milka Bag, Rohit Shetty, my last name, his first name, for Chennai Express, and then Sanjay Lee Bansali for Ram Leela.
Sanjay Leela
Oh,
Bensali
yeah, what did I say?
for Ram Leela. You said Sanjay Lee Bhansali.
Oh, I swear the la, Leela.
Again, I mean, all really good directors, strong directors in Bollywood. I thought again, Bhag Milkha Bhag is just such a well done film.
I think Bansal gets it.
But well, Bhansali goes. He's very colorful and does the whole big, grandiose Bollywood productions.
Yeah, it's really a pageant.
You know, I saw Ram Leela, and for me, it was just overdone. Like there was just too much happening in the scenes, just too many things going on. So
Yeah,
I don't
but
know.
it's just kind of how Life of Pi was last year. Like Ang Lee won that last year because of the great imagery,
Right.
right? And how he was able to pull off the visuals of that. And I think the same logic may apply this time to Bansal this year.
Right. Right.
That's my reason why I think he might win. But I wouldn't be surprised if Abhishek or if Rakesh wins this year either.
Hey, that's true. That's
Yeah.
true.
How about
Yeah, Rakesh had some great effects with Krish 3.
He did.
So it'd be neat to see what they implemented. So,
Yeah.
but like I said, great lineup of
Yeah.
directors.
So
in
real
here.
quick, best performance in a male leading role.
All right, should I read these?
Yes.
Farhan Akhtar, Bhag Milkha Bhag, who, by the way, has been really racking up the awards in award season in Bollywood if you follow them. So definitely has a great chance. Hrithik Roshan for Krish 3, Ranbir Kapoor for Ye Jawani Hai Diwani, Ranveer Singh for Galiyon Ki Ras Leela Ram Leela, Shah Rukh Khan, Chennai Express, and Sushat Singh Rajput, a newcomer to films who's from television, for Kai Poche. You know, again, a great lineup. Personally, I thought Sushant did a great job in this movie. It's an art film, kind of. I mean, they did release it as a feature, but I think it worked well with certain crowds.
Yeah.
But Farhan Akhtar, you know, he's playing a Sikh man following a true biographic story. I don't know. How do you compete with that with just other big blown out Bollywood features?
I wouldn't be surprised if Ranbir Kapoor gets it.
Really?
Yeah.
Why do you say that?
He's kind of like the dark horse yet the hot guy at the same time. You know what I mean?
Are you talking about Ranveer Singh or
No,
Ranbir
no, no,
Kapoor?
no.
You're talking
I
about
know
Rishi
plenty-
Kapoor's son, right?
Yes. I know plenty of people that find him attractive. I'm
He's adorable.
Yeah, he's got that. I guess he's got.
Met
the
him
one
a
for him.
couple years back when we were doing a show backstage. Just
Uh-huh.
very sweet, you know.
I don't know. He might be the surprise pick.
He might, yeah. I mean,
know?
but Ranveer Singh's been doing really well too.
Yes.
People have been loving him in Ram Leela, so
Yeah.
Again, another
I
one.
know. They've been loving his abs. Admit it.
I don't know.
You don't know.
I mean,
Well, let's switch to my side of the
okay,
bracket.
who are the females?
So top
Okay,
females.
like seriously, 3 nominations, really?
Deepika Padukone was nominated for 3 films. One actress, 3 films, and for best actress.
There goes half the category.
Basically, she's got a 50% chance of winning this. She got nominated for her role in Chennai Express, for her role in Ram Leela, and for her Ye Jawani. My Hindi sucks, by the way. You want to say
Yeah,
something?
it does, man.
My
Gotta
Hindi is
get
horrible.
you some Hindi
I
classes.
don't speak good Hindi.
Oh, speaking of, I'm going to just digress here real quick, but my Hindi professor from UCLA was on the Ellen show the other day
Nice.
with the little
Talk
kid.
about that.
Yeah, we got to talk about that
Okay.
too. Okay, so much to talk about. Deepika for Ye Jawani Hai Diwani
And
was
then
the third film.
Nimrat Kaur for the Lunchbox or Lunchbox or Daba. Shraddha Kapoor for Ashiki 2. And then
Sonakshi Sinha for Lutera.
Yeah.
Before we move on, this whole award thing in the category, I got to tell you, I'm not too crazy about the female category here because,
No?
well, this is the thing. Okay, so, Shraddha Kapoor's been doing well at the other award shows too, but Deepika's been bagging everything. But I mean, you're telling me that we didn't have any other great Bollywood films out there
I
that
mean,
2 other actresses could have been nominated
Four
for?
actresses for 6 spots. One of them was 3 of them. Yeah.
Like,
I mean,
I'm sorry, I think Bollywood put out some great films last year with some very talented actresses, and it would have been nice to see them up in here.
I agree with you. I mean, it's just kind of awkward that you have 3 for 1. Wow.
Right?
Yeah. If that happened in Hollywood, can you imagine the outrage?
Yeah.
That
Oh
would
my
that no one
God.
would
That
stand
would-
for that in
no.
Hollywood. Like no one would stand for that. Over here.
No.
You know,
Yeah.
just for that, I hope Nimrat Kaur wins it.
Just
Just for that.
So those are the IFA awards. They're coming to Tampa, Florida in April
Yeah.
24th weekend, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they're actually selling tickets on Ticketmaster, so
So be
you
sure
can
to grab
check it
some.
out. It's amazing. The lineup:
a
Hrithik
show.
Roshan, Madhuri Dixit,
It's a show, yeah.
Priyanka Chopra, Kareena Kapoor,
Mm-hmm.
Saif Ali Khan. The
biggest Bollywood
the
names.
creme de la creme of Bollywood is coming.
Yeah, I mean, imagine like, it's there. It's like the Oscars here. Imagine everybody showing up for the Oscars, right?
Yeah.
It's the same thing.
So it should be
Yeah.
a fun show. Let's talk about that kid on
Yeah,
LA.
yeah. Going
LA.
from a chubby kid dancing in his underwear on screen now to doing the same dance on the Ellen show. I wish we got photos to show this.
We don't have the photos of that,
Yeah.
but it was a young kid called Akshay
Yeah.
who came all the way from Calcutta, 8 years old. Now, I'll just give you guys he is a really chubby kid, and he was doing pelvic thrust on the Ellen show. It was hilarious. I guess she just found him really entertaining. And
Yeah.
in India, he's one of the finalists for India's Got Talent, and he did a song, I think, to J-Ho. They couldn't do that song out here because of rights, so he did another song, but Ellen loved him. It was hilarious, and it was so cute. Before he left, she gave him a personalized little scooter
Nice.
to take back
It was
to India.
fun to watch, and hey, good. Who knows? That kid may have a thriving dancing career down the line.
Yeah,
You never know.
and if you look at him, he's not like, oh, the world's greatest dancer. You're kind of intrigued by why did Ellen bring him here? But I think what was really cute is his message. He's a little chubby kid, and he's like, I want to show people that fat people, chubby people can dance too.
Yeah, I'm with him. Kudos to
know.
him. Big supporter of him. I hope he makes it down whatever track
I
he
hope
goes
so
down.
too.
Yeah, gotta
And
root for the kid.
I have to say, I was like freaking out because I saw my Hindi teacher as a translator on the Ellen show. I was like, holy cow, that's her. Totally cool. Anyways,
Yes. All right.
so check him out on YouTube or on the web if you
I think
can.
we got a minute left before we are guest on, but you want to talk about any more Bollywood stuff?
Well, I just want to make a comment. Two actresses, Frida Pinto and Nargis.
Mhm.
A lot of people know Frida from Slumdog Millionaire
Mhm.
in LA. It's so interesting. There's a big talk show called Coffee with Karan. He's a huge director there. So he always does like instigates things. He has like the biggest celebrities on his show. So he was asking them some questions, and they were answering questions to his sex queries, quote unquote, on his show. And Frida revealed that in Brazilian or Portuguese, her name means.
Her last name.
Am I allowed to say this on the air?
Let's just say a male genitalia.
P word. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm allowed to. Okay, penis. And and then Nargis said that her name in Spanish meant butt
Butt
cheeks.
cheeks.
Okay, so apparently this is like too vulgar, and now the show, which repeats, yeah, seriously, right? Bollywood, which sells on sex, and just I don't know. To me,
It's
I'm
kind
like,
of a two-faced standard in Bollywood, though,
I think so.
right?
So they're only running this show one time at 11 p.m., and I just don't understand what the big deal is. You know that this show is going to get their highest ratings. Let's be very clear about
Yeah,
that.
especially with these two actresses on there.
I mean, they're gorgeous
Yeah.
faces as it is,
Yeah,
but
but then this is kind of childish. I expect to see this on a high school teen talk show.
Well, and first of all, it's like, okay, you're like the biggest director in Bollywood. If you're prompting them to answer these questions to the guests who've come on your show, what do you expect?
Right.
I mean, apparently it's going to be a bold episode because they're saying that the girls apparently were no holds bar and just revealed everything. But hey, you're prompting them to, so
Yeah.
deal with it.
I agree.
So, right?
Yeah, you're right. You're 100% right on that one. I mean,
So
you
I don't.
gotta
I'm
make-
sorry. I just
he made
don't
his own bed,
understand
right?
that. Yeah, like
Yeah.
okay, let's just. What is that called? Weave our own web or something? I don't know.
Oh yeah.
Well, the music means we're going to go to break.
Yes, we'll talk more
You're
about this
listening
in
to
a minute.
Tinseltown Talkies only on Rant Radio Network. We'll be right back.
Talk in a minute.
Do we have your attention? When it comes to tequila, two things matter: heart and passion. Never compromising integrity for mass production. Number one Tequila delivers the goods. Taste the heart and passion of Mexico in every bottle. We make it right. We make it fun. Superior Tequila. There's only number one. There's only number one. There's only number one.
What's wrong?
I can't stop craving a cigarette. I just quit. Hey, what are you smoking on?
Oh, this? Best e-juice on the planet. Burst of flavor, of course.
What's that?
Only the best alternative to smoking with a great flavor. It has a burst of flavor in every puff.
Well, does it have nicotine?
It comes in different levels, including zero. They have 20 flavors and more coming. All the products are made in the U.S. Check them out at www.burstoflavor.com or call them at 855-WE-BURST.
Hey, let's burst together.
It's not just flavor, it's an experience. Cigarettes, you've met your match.
Add some crazy flavor to your vape pen. You're looking for something new and exciting in liquid vapor? Go to Crazy Cloud's e-juice. Find them at burstoflavor.com and try any of the new 12 flavors they have available: blueberry, mint, raspberry, chocolate, gummy bear, hemp, watermelon, cola, orange, pina colada, coconut, or Red Bully. Call us today at 855-WE-BURST or visit us at burstoflavor.com and order yours today.
Number one. Number one.
Is that a stutter or as high as you can count?
I was ordering number one.
Everybody's asking for number one.
Great, another fancy bottle.
These guys are true artists. Never compromise integrity. They make tequila
Come
the
on.
old-fashioned way. Never mass-produced.
So what are you saying?
I'm saying have the number one. Anything less is number two. Number one! Number one, tequila.
And welcome back, TinselTown Talkies, Rant Radio Network. Happy Thursday. My co-host over there, Rasha, was texting some Bollywood people about some gossip right now.
I was.
Yeah, I don't know what to say about that. This is not a gossip show.
I know. I should get more juice for you, but you know what? I got to make a quick correction. The young kid that was on the Ellen show, his name is Akshat,
Not Akshay.
not Akshay.
Right.
So
Well,
let's get that straight. Just because it's a AA.
Here's an easier name.
What?
Steve Tom.
Steve Tom. Yes, he is our next guest.
Yes, he's calling in. I believe you may have a bit of a residential connection with him, but we'll talk about that. We'll talk about that at the air. But
A very well-known actor here in Hollywood.
yeah, he's done a lot of projects. So let's bring him on the line.
We ready?
We're ready for Steve. Are you ready?
I'm ready.
You got to be ready.
Hello, Steve.
Hey, guys.
Welcome
are
to
you?
TinselTown Talkies. How are you?
Oh, man, it's so good to be. Thank you for having me. It's so good to be with you guys
Oh,
tonight.
it's our pleasure to have you. Thank you for
Our
taking the time out.
pleasure. How's your Thursday going today?
I had a very good Thursday today. I wish I could tell you why. There's a little bit of pilot action happening here that I wish I could tell you.
Oh man, those NDAs, huh?
I'm kind of excited about it, but I'm going to have to wait to spill the details.
No problem. You know what? We'll just keep following you on Twitter or on Facebook, and you
Okay.
can keep us posted. That's
Yeah,
great,
absolutely.
though.
Well, still if you can't tell, still congratulations. I mean, you
Yes.
know how hard it is to get anything in pilot season. So the fact that you have something it's good news as it is.
Oh yeah, and it seems like more and more networks are just getting rid of pilot season altogether.
Yeah. I think I didn't Fox stop for some. One of the networks stopped.
Oh.
Yeah.
Do you think that's a lot of pressure now on actors? Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
Well, this is a tough gig any way you look at it. It's tough to get into the club, and it's tough to survive, and it's tough to just make a living. I'm not the only one that feels this way. I'm working 10 times as hard for about a tenth of the compensation. The business is changing, and the people that are going to be successful are the ones that can figure out how to change with it and maybe stay a step or two ahead of the game.
And when you say that, oh, go ahead, Perry.
No,
I'm
go
sorry.
ahead.
I was going to say, well, when you say that it's changing, do you mean because more of the internet and the different things we have going, or just in general the way things are working?
Yeah, that's a good question, and that's one way, absolutely. This is going to sound terrible.
No,
but,
share with us.
A few years ago, maybe 5 years ago, there are things that I wouldn't have considered doing, like webisodes. Ooh, webisode?
Right.
What is that? And that comes from that traditional, old school mindset that a lot of actors have. And now, boy, you know what? The delivery platform of a project doesn't seem to be relevant anymore.
Right.
Because they're all the same, basically. It's the number of eyeballs. That's the important thing. And so, if it's a great project with wonderful people attached that captures my interest and has some redeeming value somewhere along the line, man, I'm there.
So on that note, you were involved with HBO's Funny Drive Presents, which you get to watch a lot of different content. Tell
My
us about
favorite job in the whole world.
Oh, I was just going to ask you. You have a great lineup of credits. How I Met Your Mother. You've got Park and Recreation. Sleeper Cell, Two and a Half Men. So that Funny or Die Presents was one of your favorites?
That I think. Well, I have two favorites. Funny or Die Presents a couple of years ago was an incredible opportunity for me. It opened up doors and put me on radars that I never could have imagined at the time, and I just had a hell of a good time doing it. It was fun. The writing was genius. Everybody involved with the project, from Will Ferrell on down to Matt Piedmont, our director, Andrew Steele, our producer, are all ex-Saturday Night Live people, and the creativity there was just amazing. The writing was brilliant, and I was just lucky because the character of Ed Halligan and I just kind of melded into one, and it was such an easy role to play, and I just loved it.
Which genre kind of has sort of resonated with you? Because you've done a lot of comedy stuff, including Funny or Die, but you've also done some other stuff like West Wing. And I still watched this question away
Yes,
from me, but,
I was just thinking that in my head, and you said it.
Sorry.
Well, which one?
So the question is, which genre do you resonate the most with of all that you've done? Because you've done a lot of a variety of stuff. Where are you most comfortable as an actor?
Boy, that's hard to say. I find joy and fulfillment in just about everything that I do. Comedy is wonderful. I feel like I have maybe a little bit of ability in that area, and I just have a good time. So that's always fun. But the dramatic roles are wonderful too. And I think that the object of the game is to maybe create a performance that can get somebody to see something in a light that they've never seen it in before, or make them think about something in a way they've never thought of it before. And if you can do that, I think you've been a success in whatever you're doing. And just being able to just flat out entertain people and make somebody laugh has great value as well. So I'm comfortable with anything.
I think that's a great talent to have, because making people laugh is the hardest thing to do. And if you can do that, I truly feel that's a huge achievement and a huge thing to be able to do. And so that's awesome. And it leads me to ask you about Dumb and Dumber 2 coming out.
Yay!
Tell me about that. I'm so excited to hear about that.
Well, I was incredibly happy to get a call from Rick Montgomery, the casting director of Dumb and Dumber 2, asking me if I would be interested in coming to play with these guys. And I said, yes, of course. Are you kidding me? I love the original film, and this is probably going to be one of the most, if not the most, anticipated sequels in all of film, in my opinion. And I was lucky enough to get the role. There were a lot of wonderful actors that auditioned for this, and everybody had to audition.
Even you?
Oh yeah, you bet. Absolutely,
wow.
Sure. And I was the lucky one, and we had a blast. This is, when I read the script, I laughed all the way through the thing, and about halfway through, I remember thinking, what are you laughing? Why are you laughing at this? This is disgusting. It's so silly and stupid. You were not raised this way. I just kept on reading and kept on laughing.
Right.
I think it's a funnier script than the original script. It's going to be a funnier movie than the original one, and I'm so excited about it. And I love the people that I was working with.
Oh, we can't wait to see. Any favorite moments from the film while you were shooting?
Oh gosh, yeah. There was one scene that I was kind of having a moment with Jim Carrey and Jeff Daniels. We're sitting across from each other in my living room in my huge mansion that's my house. And I'm having sort of a heart-to-heart talk with them, and Jim is leaning forward, more and more interested and involved in the conversation. And all of a sudden, he just started to drool out of the right side of his mouth. And this stream of drool coming down. It was everything I could do not to laugh. But that wasn't, that was just one of many wonderful, crazy, fun moments where we tried not to laugh. Nice. It was just full of that stuff.
Right, Steve. You mentioned a few minutes ago about making the most out of your roles and trying to make an impact of some sort. What's the
Yeah.
challenge in doing that? When if you're in a role that maybe has, say, 10 minutes of screen time, or when you're doing a supporting role versus a leading role, what's the balance and challenge to trying to make the best of it if you're doing a role that doesn't have that much screen time?
Oh, well, everybody remembers the story about the scene in When Harry Met Sally, where there was just one line. An actress had one line that made her famous, and that was, "I'll have what she's
Right.
having." Remember that?
Yes, I remember that very well. Yes.
It doesn't matter, if the
Yeah.
material is there and you can carry it off. Every ingredient in a story is an important ingredient, and without that ingredient, no matter how big or small, it's going to diminish that story, or diminish the impact that story has, or the richness or the texture that story has. So, big or small, it really doesn't affect my decision making in taking a role.
Okay, we have about a minute left. Real quickly, you're coming up in an episode of Parks and Rec. What can you tell us about that? When did the show air? Give us some background on that.
The air date of the show is March 27th, I believe, and it's called Prom. And basically, the idea is that Pawnee High School, for lack of money, is having to cancel its prom. But Amy Poehler's character, Leslie Knope, and Nick Offerman's character, Mr. Swanson, decide that they're going to have a friendly competition with each other to create a prom over at Pawnee High. And I am the principal of Pawnee High, and things kind of go awry, and it's hilarious, absolutely hilarious, and I think you'll like it.
Excellent, sounds good. So where can we find you on Twitter? Where can we find you on Facebook? You have a website?
Facebook, Steve Tom. Oh gosh, now I just changed I created a fan page, and now I can't remember what it's called. It's called actor underscore. No, it's not. No, that's. Oh, brother.
Should we Google it?
Just Google me. You'll be able to find me.
We'll just recommend all of our listeners to look up Steve Tom on Google, and you'll find him online.
Because he's someone you definitely want to follow and check out. Thank you so much for your time today.
Wait, hold on. You want to tell them where you're from?
Oh, before you go, I got to tell you. So you're from Houston, Texas?
Yeah.
I grew up in Houston, Texas. What area?
Well, I was born at Sam Houston Hospital, but my family was from San Antonio. So, I don't know, a week after I was born, I went back to San Antonio, and then only stayed there for about another month and moved to Colorado, which is where I actually grew up.
Oh, okay.
Nice.
Yeah, I grew up in Texas, Alief, Texas.
Hey, you're good in my book.
Thank you, Steve.
Oh, you Texas got to
The love's right back at you. Thank you. Thank you so much.
I can't believe this went so fast.
I know, right? There's
Time
always
flies,
so much more to talk about.
Well, Tom, we'll have to have you on here. Steve, we'll have to have you up here again. So keep working, and we'll bring you back on air again.
Yes, thank you for your time.
All
Have
right.
a good one.
Thank you, guys.
All right, thanks, my friend.
Take
Appreciate
care.
it.
We'll be right back on Tinseltown Talkies.
The experts know that for pastry, Baker's Bodega has it all. Exclusive brands like Westco Bankmark, Satin Ice, and Pastry Pride. One-on-one day seminars for cake decorating and gelatin art. So for our service, wide range of ingredients and supplies, and for the low prices, Baker's Bodega has it all. But you don't need to be an expert. Baker's Bodega, 7869 Paramount Boulevard in Pico Rivera. Come, we're waiting for you.
ProTech Carpet Tile and Care provides professional cleaning services for carpet, tile, grout, upholstery, and fine area rugs.
ProTech technicians are professionally trained and certified cleaning and restoration experts.
We specialize in restoring damage caused by heavy soil and odor.
We can remove challenging spots such as coffee, tea, ink, gum, wine, and many more.
We have saved our customers thousands of dollars on new flooring and furniture expenses with our advanced cleaning processes.
Call for a free estimate at 562-447-4300 and visit us on our website, www.myprotechsite.com.
Hey, this is Joe Perez, owner at ProTech. Just reminding you that ProTech Carpet and Tile Care is your professional choice.
Hey, bro, this is a good game. You know what would make it better?
What, bro?
A michelada.
A michelada? What's a michelada?
A michelada is somewhere in the middle of a Mexican Bloody Mary and a Mexican margarita.
Oh, I got you covered, bro.
You got a cup in your pocket?
No, sir. I got my pocket-sized michelada. Mucho macho michelada.
Pocket size?
Pocket size, so you can take it with you anywhere you go.
Where'd you get that at?
At the nearest convenience store, and you can also buy it at muchomachomichelada.com.
You know what will make it better? After we get drunk, if they had a line we could call.
We can call their drunk line. You can leave a message and then log on to the site and listen to your stupidity afterwards.
What's that number?
It's 855-MICHE-69.
What's that number again?
855-MICHE-69.
Awesome. Mucho macho michelada.
The Share Foundation is the health division of the Coy Chiropractic Institute, a 501c3 509A2 public nonprofit organization dedicated to the growth and development of the natural healthcare services, in particular through the chiropractic profession, offering health services at the Share clinics in the greater Los Angeles area. Your donations can help in expanding these facilities across the nation, research programs, and public education, thus offering a solution to the many of the health challenges we face. Your donations are tax deductible and can be sent through our website at www.sharefoundation.com. That's www.cherfoundation.com by clicking on the donation button. Thank you.
Welcome back to TinselTown Talkies on the Rant Radio Network. This show is flying. Okay, that's not the reaction I expected, but okay, I'll take that, Pimo.
What did you want me to do?
I don't know, but let me tell you, that interview was great. Yeah. Can you do like a Dumb and Dumber face? What are they doing there? I'm very excited about Dumb and Dumber too, as you can tell. Thank you from the peanut gallery back there.
I need to walk out, man. I embarrassed myself way too many times.
Well, if you're just joining us, you missed a great interview.
Steve
Tom.
Yes.
Who you can see in Parks and Rec coming up on March 27th.
Mhm.
He's in Dumb and Dumber 2. Done a lot of different.
I wish we had more time to talk to him about the spoils of Babylon.
Yes. Oh, I would have loved to have heard about
Yeah,
about that.
I mean, the guy's
Super cool guy.
He's a hilarious guy to talk to.
Loved it.
That's some
loved
great
it.
projects.
Yes.
Yes.
A lot of other wonderful things going on in Hollywood, though.
Yeah. Speaking of hilarity, I guess it's hilarity to take it too far.
Yes, SNL.
SNL. I guess there's a list of people who are banned from the show.
Did you even know that happened or existed? I had no idea.
I had
about
no
that.
idea either. I never knew about this whole Martin Lawrence thing either. I actually watched the edited version of Martin Lawrence's gig, '94.
Uh-huh.
This is 20 years ago yesterday.
Oh, wow.
Okay, so February 19th, 1984. Martin's, of course, big. He's Bad Boys that just came
Right.
out. Martin, the show
No
is
fear.
on. It's like, yeah, and so I guess when they did the show live on the East Coast feed, they got to see the whole thing, and then the other time zones, there was a segment, the final 30 seconds of his segment was completely blocked out.
What was in it?
No, they actually went to a black screen with text and a voiceover. And the voiceover is reading what the text says. Said, yes, at this point, Martin Lawrence is saying this. And they're describing what he's saying.
What
and
was
it-
he saying?
Well, he was talking about I guess the poor upkeep habits of some women.
Oh.
Right?
Okay.
And they're explaining how he was explaining the way he was explaining this. They actually described in proper form what he was saying. And at the very end of their commentary, for like 30 seconds, it said, while he was funny, he almost cost their jobs. That's what they said on
So
the
he
thing.
was basically banned from coming back on the show ever again.
Ever again. So it was his first and last appearance ever on Saturday Night Live. And
Three other
he's
guys too, right?
And he's not the only one though.
Yeah, there was Adrian Brody, who's
Yes.
interesting because he's an Oscar winner from The Pianist, right?
Yeah. And I guess he was on there in 03.
He did an unscripted Rasta character.
Unscripted, because I guess there was Sean Paul, who's the The reggae.
Oh, the reggae song.
Yeah.
Sean Paul. Whoops, got him mixed up. P. Diddy.
No, not that.
The pain meds are kicking in.
Oh, sorry. But yeah, he's banned. Andy Kaufman.
That's not a surprise to me.
Yeah.
What did he do?
Well, I guess he'd been on several times on the show between
Viewers
75 and 82.
banned him off.
Huh?
It says viewers banned him off.
Yeah, I guess he was provoking a taxi star.
Oh.
Just said stuff.
Okay.
That was very. It was just very inappropriate.
Okay.
If you describe it, you have to like actually explain the stuff that
Gotcha.
shouldn't be explained. So
And there's one more.
Martin Lawrence, Sinead O'Connor.
Sinead O'Connor.
Yeah.
The singer.
The singer, yes, the one who had her head
What'd she
shaved.
do?
She tore a picture of Pope John Paul II
my
during a
God.
musical performance.
In
Like she took a picture,
1992.
fight the enemy, and tore off the picture, and John Paul too. Right, the Pope. I mean, you actually basically screwed the Pope over.
Yeah, you're gonna get screwed
There's
too.
one more.
Oh, Steven Seagal?
Yeah.
Some random names popping up over here.
Steven Seagal. I can't be on Saturday Night Live anymore.
Those are some really random names.
Yeah, I mean, what would you? Is there anything you would do that you think would get you banned from anything? Like, what's
That's
the
a good
worst?
one to
What's the
think.
worst you would do that would just say, you know what, get out of here?
I don't even know. I'd have to actually think about that. I need to create something.
But
to
the thing
do.
is, I don't think they were thinking about it. I mean,
Something natural that just came to them.
I don't think Martin Lawrence went up there and said, "I'm going to get myself booted off
Maybe I
Saturday Night
flash
Live."
people. No, I'm just kidding. That might get more ratings.
That might get more ratings. Yeah, you never know. I don't know. I mean, unless he said some sort of racial epithet. I mean,
Right.
You know, I mean, you just have a slip, and that's. I don't think these guys plan it out.
No, I don't
you
think so
know?
either. It's them.
Yeah, exactly. So, speaking of planning,
Miley Cyrus
I guess
in
there
the
are
news again.
There are parents who are planning to not take their kids to the show. Is that right?
Well, apparently her concert Bangers with a Z
Yeah.
that's been touring.
Bangers.
It's quite vulgar, and a lot of parents are just having a problem with what she's doing because
Shock value.
a lot of young kids are coming to the show.
Yeah.
And so they're not. I mean, like look at that picture up there.
See, but it's like
Where'd you find?
I thought that was appropriate for what we're talking about. You know, here's this girl who looks innocent but not. She's trying to be artsy but sketchy.
Yeah, she's like wearing, I guess, a thong on stage or whatnot. I don't know, but a lot of vulgar things. There's a whole mock incident of Bill Clinton and Monica Lewinsky with her, like, I don't know, like a mock thing of that's perpetrating oral sex on stage. So some parents are actually labeling the show as a porn
Yeah,
show. And
well,
they're
I was
like,
about to say, yeah,
quote
yeah,
unquote porn show.
Yeah.
They didn't say that. That's what the
That's what the
report's saying.
yeah.
But they're saying that it's too explicit and they don't
Okay,
want their kids
so
seeing this.
before going on, so I guess she's riding an oversized hot dog. She's simulating a sex act on a dancer dressed as Bill Clinton, and she's wearing a costume printed with cannabis leaves. Yeah. Okay, I can see where parents are coming from. I get
I
it.
mean, you're taking your 10-year-old to watch this. Is that what you want?
Yeah. If my you know, I would not. If my kid were 10 years old, no way is my kid seeing this show at 10.
So I actually read somewhere that her team is having an emergency meeting to kind of regroup and figure out what they're going to do. Because people are trying to sell her tickets back on eBay and wherever they can. They don't want to go to the show.
I don't know what she's thinking, and you know,
So maybe this time it backfired, huh?
well, it's you know the thing is, like, there's a line. Everybody has a line, and when someone is pushing the envelope and no one draws that line, you keep going until you've gone too far. And I think this is the case with Miley. No one actually drew a line with her
Right.
that this is the limit. You could push the envelope.
And she loves to do extreme stuff.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, it's one thing to push the envelope, but where do you say the envelope has to stop?
Right.
And I don't think anybody told her that,
Including her own team.
including her own team, and now they may have went beyond that point. And it's interesting that, you know, she's in the news for this, and then now her dad is doing a rap version of "Achy Breaky Heart," which I heard was just, oh my god, I just wanted to tear my ears
I don't
apart.
even know how that's going to sound. Okay, that is
I
scaring me.
actually heard it. It was, I mean, I forget which was I watching Conan.
Can you sing it? Can you rap it for
Hell
me?
no. I think I was watching it on Conan. It was Conan, or I think it was Conan, the musical act of Conan, and he comes out performing the song to her. I'm like, I literally wanted to tear my ears apart. It was painful.
That doesn't even sound good, man.
No, it wasn't. So I don't know what to say about that other than they're weird in a bad way. This is not good weird. And I have a high tolerance for this kind of stuff, and I'm so it is what it is, I
Good luck
guess.
to her.
Huh?
Let's see what happens. I wonder if they're going to cancel more shows. Or...
Maybe. Switching gears, I did want to talk to you about House of Pain, or not House of Pain, House of
Pain.
Cards.
That's what I'm feeling right now, House of Pain. I'll tell you that.
Jump around. Remember that song by House of Pain, right?
do.
Jump around, right?
God.
No, I did want to talk
Is that
about.
supposed to age us? Okay, go ahead.
Huh? What?
Go ahead.
All right.
That's terribly sexy.
Yes, that is.
Well, thank you.
House of Cards. It actually second season debuted on
Kevin Spacey, right?
Kevin Spacey. Second season debuted on February 14th, Valentine's Day.
Netflix?
On Netflix, yes. I'm curious. I'm asking you a question.
Ooh, a question.
Yes,
question.
a question.
Ask me away.
So, binge watching. The one thing Netflix has promoted is binge watching.
Binge watching.
So I'm kind of curious.
That's an interesting term.
Yeah, basically you watch the entire, instead of waiting week after week after week to watch a show,
right?
You get to watch every episode in essentially one sitting.
Which we've done with other shows that have been on Netflix.
Yeah, so I'm just
Other
kind
seasons.
of, I'm kind of curious what your thoughts of that would be. Are there any shows that you love, you're so addicted to, that you have to binge watch it? And what do you think the impacts of that are?
Well, I gotta tell you, there was one that was Prison Break a while ago.
Mm-hmm.
Was really addicted to that.
And did you binge watch?
Yeah.
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 Did you have withdrawals afterwards?
Kind of.
That's one of the after effects of binge watching, right?
Yeah,
You like,
because you're so into it and you just really want to know what's going to happen, but then you're spending so much time on this stuff.
Well, and here's what's interesting. I know you're gonna laugh at me for bringing this up. I'm gonna mention Breaking Bad again because I went through this. With Breaking Bad because I was behind on the show, so I caught up for 3 seasons, and I was literally watching 8
you're
episodes.
A binge watcher too.
I'm not denying it, but the thing is, the one thing I learned about Breaking Bad, because I binge watched until the final season. Then the final season, I watched week by week by week.
Okay.
And there's a very different reaction to the show. The show grows with you if you let it play out.
With you, right? Yeah, of course. Well, binge, you're just like you're finishing it up.
Yeah.
Within a couple of days.
There isn't the same kind of enjoyment.
That excitement doesn't get built up.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, exactly. Like, I remember the excitement of the Breaking Bad finale, was at a boiling point.
And that brings me to an interesting thought. It's like, okay, so because we have these shows on Netflix, like, is it killing our viewership on television? I mean, remember, everything used to be about ratings before.
Right.
And there used to be that certain excitement of seeing which shows are doing well on television. But now, with Netflix being another medium that provides these kind of things, I mean, I don't know.
Well, I don't think it's killing viewership per se. I mean, Steve Tom talked about, at the end of the day, it's about eyeballs. It doesn't matter where it is, as long as the eyeballs are there. And right now, the eyeballs are on your laptop, on one of these, on one of these. I mean,
so the networks are going to lose out.
The network's going to lose out, but if you own a notepad or a laptop or a cell phone, I mean,
so we shouldn't pitch a show to the network. We should pitch a show to digital media. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, that's how the game is played now, and so
Thank you from the Peanut Gallery.
You get a nice applause for that. So, have you watched House of Cards at all yet?
I've got a couple episodes here and there.
Yeah.
But I've heard people are addicted to this show.
It's an addicting show. It's a very addicting show.
And watch it.
And I think that kind of feeds the whole binge watching mentality, I guess. It's so addicting.
For you, I'll check it out, Pimo.
Okay, please do.
Just for you.
I don't know. I'm a big political junkie for the show. Makes a lot of sense to me. I did want to make a couple mentions, and these are just mentions.
Mention away.
AMC, the movie theater chain, starting this weekend through March 1st.
The Oscar Mega Marathon.
They're gonna have a Oscar. So you can basically watch, if you're a procrastinator like I am, you can go watch every Oscar nominated film.
I think that's a great idea. I mean, obviously they're pushing the Oscars.
And they're hoping to make an extra buck out of it for people who are like me, would say, I'm gonna go spend $50 and watch every AMC or every
and that's
Oscar
a great
movie.
idea.
Yeah, so if you're interested, look
We're
up.
like a week and a half away from the Oscars.
I know it's coming up, right?
Wow.
Yeah.
Exciting.
Are you rooting for anybody specific?
You know what? I am rooting for Leonardo DiCaprio.
Wolf of Wall Street.
Yes. That film was very well done.
Uh-huh.
I thought Kate Blanchett was great.
I think she is a slam dunk for her
I think so too.
category.
But I have to add, I thought Sandra Bullock did a great job.
And and that's not to take away from the other people. You're right, but I think Kate Blanchett wins that category. I think the other lock is Jared Leto for best supporting actor. I think those
do
two are
want to
secure.
see Chiwetel though, because I haven't seen. I hate to say this, I haven't seen 12 Years of Slave, and I really do want to see that.
It'd be nice to see him win. Yes,
Yes.
I'm with you there. I'm rooting for him as well. So we'll
Such
see
a
how that.
powerful film,
We'll
so.
talk more Oscars when that
Yes,
show comes
after
up.
the
Yes.
Oscars. But some fun shenanigans are happening in Pasadena. I think this
Oh
is
yeah,
a great note to end on today.
we got a few seconds left, but basically this hotel in Pasadena is offering a $100,000 package, an engagement package.
That's like pocket change, dude. What
$100,000?
What is it? Yeah, what is it?
Basically, you get to do the whole Kim and Kanye engagement all over again.
Oh, great!
You get to see I do.
Exciting.
You get to see I do at the Rose Bowl, 40 of your friends and family with the complete orchestra. You get a $35,000 diamond ring and a VIP stay at the Langham Huntington Hotel. So if you want to propose to your girl in the Rose Bowl in front of 40 of your friends and family,
Only $100,000
with a live orchestra.
But the ring comes in there, so
So it's $35,000 for the ring, $65,000
spend
for the venue and a hotel.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Wow.
I wouldn't do it. I think it's too Bollywood.
Too So Kim and Kanye are going Bollywood.
They're going Bollywood.
Definitely agree with you.
Yeah. Would
Well,
you do that?
No.
If anybody did that to you, would you like it?
I mean, it'd be fun if someone did that for you, but that's a wasted cha-ching.
Well, we won't waste any more of your cha-ching. Thanks for
Yeah,
tuning in.
stay tuned for some culinary trends and learn the hottest things in the food market, making meals. Again, you're listening to TinselTown Talkies with Rasha and
Timo.
Only on the Rant Radio Network. We'll be back again next week. And I'm also on Three Guys Rant on Wednesdays with my little Hollywood scoop, so tune in.
Yep. Woo!